Hi everyone, this is a review on the Nikon D3200 camera. And give you kind of a warning, this is a review designed for a novice that wants to become more of an intermediate photographer. So if you're an advanced photographer and you're looking for a more of a detailed advanced review, this might not be the review for you, but I'll try to do my best and show you most of the features on this camera and to help see if this is maybe the right camera for you. Okay, so what's the difference between something like the Nikon D3200 and kind of a standard camera? The main thing is the number of options and features you get. For instance, on the D3200 you have 6 common shooting modes. You've got portrait, landscape, night landscape, or night portrait, I'm sorry, close-up, a child, and sports. Sports is more of a high shutter speed type setting. Child setting helps bring out more of the backgrounds and give you more of a vivid picture of their clothing and such. But again, you get 6 different common features. You've got the auto mode, and then you have the different settings here, whether it's the manual, the aperture priority, the shutter priority, or the programmed auto modes for ISO sensitivity. And what the ISO sensitivity does is it allows you to adjust the amount of light that's into the that gets into the lens. If you think of it as the old different types of film for your camera, if it's a 100 or 400, the different modes for your ISO sensitivity kind of echoes that. So you can operate more in a low light setting or in a high light setting as well. Okay, one of the things that is different than this in the standard camera is the rotating lens here. And what it does is it's a difference between 18 and 55 millimeters, and that's actually how you do your zoom. Where with the older or the newer cameras, the less expensive cameras, obviously you have a digital zoom. This right here is a manual zoom, and you can control it by moving your lens in and out. So again, more control than you would have on a standard type of camera. What you have here is your inputs and outputs. So you have an HDMI output. You've got a microphone, or I'm sorry, here's the GPS to help you for positioning of your photographs, so you can help put that as a part of the digital file. You've got a microphone input here, and you got a regular standard audio video output as well. So again, you get a little bit more functionality with the HDMI and then you would with some other cameras. But again, they're tucked nicely here on the side of the camera. In this button right here, you can get into burst mode. And what burst mode will do is it will actually take 4 pictures almost instantaneously. So you get 4 pictures within a second. And then that way, if you're trying to take a photograph of a child and it's running around, or she's smiling sometimes and smiling or not, odds are in one of those 4 pictures you'll get something that'll actually work. So that's kind of a nice feature. This orangish button right here will let you record in a full 1080p. So you get full 1080p filming up to 20 minutes at one time. So you know, again, it can serve almost as a camcorder really. So you both get still pictures and the ability to film movies at 20 minutes at a time. Your battery goes in, it plugs into an adapter that will plug right into the wall, and that's how you're going to be able to charge your battery. It's not going to be a standard USB charge, but again, it will plug into an adapter that plugs right into the wall, which will help you charge it probably a little bit faster and be a little bit more consistent. Battery life on the camera is actually pretty good. We've not really had any issues with the overall battery life. Okay, right here is where you're going to put in your memory card. And remember, this thing, the camera writes at such a high level at 24 plus megapixels that you're going to want at least a class 10 memory card in order to get the right speeds that you're going to be able to get kind of the instantaneous pictures that you're going to want. The camera does have a buffer that will hold up to 100 pictures inside the buffer itself. So that's part of the internal memory. But again, a nice class 10 memory card is going to go a long way to help you improve your write speeds with the camera. Okay, final verdict on the Nikon D3200 camera. I'm going to give it 5 stars. Now again, if you're a novice that just wants to take a couple occasional Sunday photos, you could probably go with something a lot cheaper. If you're a novice that's looking to get more into professional type photographs, then this is probably the camera to go with. You'll see that many professional photographers actually will use a camera such as the D3200 or actually even an older model. The reason for this is, again, you get excellent capability to tailor your shots in any way you want. You can things that were previously available, you know, with standard film cameras that are now in the world of digital cameras, and the D3200 captures many of those. The cameras, in terms of fit and functionality, it's light, it's easily balanced, it feels very nicely in your hands. It's easy to use, relatively easy to use. It has a guided setup mode. Now, do expect to spend some time on this to get it perfected. And I do apologize that this isn't a review or a video that's going to give you exact knowledge on how to use the camera in great detail. But again, this is the purpose of this is to tell you that this is a very good camera for a novice to intermediate photographer and up. And it really is probably well worth the money. You get the ability to change out lenses. You get lots of capability to tailor your shots, as I said, and all in a real nice, attractive package that you can pick up and within a few days or so start taking some really nice shots. So with that, I'm going to give it 5 stars. Again, if you're looking for just an occasional Saturday or Sunday photo, you might want to stick with one of the lower price Sonys. But if you're looking for a high quality camera for high quality photographs, the Nikon D3200 is going to be really tough to beat.